Alright, ladies and gentlemen, how are we all doing today? What we have here is a Harmony Sovereign 1260 Jumbo. I believe this one was made in 1969. It has the original tuners, it has a good working truss rod, it has the original fretboard and bridge. The bone nut is custom made. The bone saddle is custom made. The pick guard is custom made. It has in it the Seymour Duncan hum canceling woody pickup. This is a really nice pickup. It's very, very quiet. I'll plug it in for you in a little bit and show you. This guitar had a lot of work done on it, but it's finally playing really, really well. As you just heard. Basically, it has a couple issues. So what happened with this guitar is I did all the work, I reset the neck, I got the angle all nice and perfect, but the attack angle, the brake angle on the saddle was too low and weak, and I was getting vibrations on the saddle. So I had to make the saddle taller. In order to do that and still have nice comfortable action over here, I ended up having to reset the deck. So it's had a couple of neck resets, but it's nice and clean looking, nice and neat. Came out good. I did not put a wedge in for the tongue of the fingerboard, so it slopes down a little bit. But all that'll really do is if you play past the 14th fret, it might go a little sharp over here. That's basically really what it would cause to happen. But there's not a lot of call for playing up in here. You know, where you want to be comfortable really is up to here, and that's where how I made it. So if you're somebody that wants to do tapping in here, this may not be the guitar for you. That's basically it. But otherwise, it's pretty good. The saddle is a bit tall, but like I said, I needed to do that in order to compensate for some of the wear that was going on in the holes in the pinless bridge. And aside from switching out the bridge or filling the holes and re-drilling them, this was, I thought, the best way to handle those issues. Prior to that, it had some issues in the back where there were some cracks that needed to be repaired. It had a pretty bad crack over here and a couple cracks up in here. And this guitar, it had some very bad looking, poorly done repairs on it when I got a hold of it. It had the cracks were glued unevenly, and just I had to take the back off in order to get in there and really separate the cracks, flatten them out, re-glue all the braces, make sure everything was going to be nice and tight inside. And you'll see there's still some curvature in the back, like you can see in the light, like where not everything is flat, but all the braces are newly glued in there and real tight, so it should be okay. This little cap here on the heel is not original, but I made that for it because it was missing it. The tuners work great. The truss rod needed a repair, but it works great now. The frets needed a lot of work, but they all came together pretty well. And the pick guard I made, and it's a close approximation to what the original would have looked like. And this guitar has a 1/4-inch jack installed inside on the sidewall down here that runs to the end pin jack. So you can take this sound hole pickup and take the cord, coil it up, put it inside, and then plug it in inside the guitar. And then you don't have a cord hanging out, and you also have the option to switch this out at some point with a different pickup if that's what you prefer. This one's really, really nice though. It's the hum canceling version of it, so it's not the cheap one that you get everywhere that gets a lot of like RF interference. This one blocks out a lot of that RF interference. It sounds really good. Let's see. Other than that, let's see. There's some crazing on the finish on the sides, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. It's just sort of cosmetic, I think. The wood is in good shape. This little strap button here needed to be moved, so a little spot got filled in, and the strap button got reinstalled in a much safer spot, and that should be nice. There's a lot of cosmetic issues on this guitar. You should be able to see some of this stuff. I'll hold it close and get some light on it. You know, there's pick wear in here. There's you know, nice big scratches here. There's more of them, like over here. Let's see if we can get that one. You know, it's got a good amount of scars and bumps and bruises from kind of being mistreated over the years. You know, and when I got it, they had somebody had taken acrylic paint and tried to like cover up some of like this stuff with brown acrylic paint. I removed it all, and they had tried to cover up any of the cracks with brown acrylic paint, and I removed that all. It came off pretty good. You know, here you see like more pick wear on the face of the guitar. So there's a lot of that, and so it's not a beauty queen, and it has a very tall saddle, but I got it playing beautifully now. And I think you'll agree, it feels great too.